Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. Just want to apologise for not doing my on live on Wednesday night at 7:30 that I do every Wednesday night. It was my eldest daughter's 17th birthday, so we all went out for dinner. So I apologise if people were jumping on expecting me last night. Sorry, but I thought I would bring just a online class for you today. I just wanted to explain to you the online classes that I offer throughout the months, and I do a new online class every week using a new stamp set, and it's just a case of you purchasing the stamp set for retail and the ink pads, and I send you the whole kit to make 6 cards in the mail for free. So I just wanted to show you, I have an online painted harvest card class at the moment. So I just wanted to show you exactly what you get in your online class, and I'm actually going to make the cards and everything for you today to actually show you what you get when you purchase one of my online classes. Okay, so today we're actually using the Painted Harvest stamp set out of our new holiday catalogue. If anyone's on there live today, please say hello and please join in with conversations. If you wanted to ask me questions, anything you want to know, hopefully I will see the comments come up on my laptop and I will be able to chat along with you as I make the cards. So this is an exclusive look into what my online classes are all about. If you decide to do my online classes, it will not be a public thing. You will not see these online classes in videos. You will actually get a VIP video that is a private video for yourself to use. You will not find it on YouTube and you will not find it on Facebook. It is yours exclusively because you've purchased the kit from me. Okay, so I'll get into it now to show you exactly what you get. So I'll just turn you around. Okay, so in this kit, you will get the Painted Harvest stamp set. You will get the Berry Burst ink pad. You will get the Daffodil Delight ink pad, and you will get the basic black ink pad. And you will get the kit that contains 6 white envelopes. It contains cardstock and embellishments to make 6 cards. The 6 cards that you make, there will be 3 designs. You make 2 of each design, so you get to keep one design and give one away, or give both away and take photos. Personally, up to you what you decide to do, but that's what these kits are all about. So you will need a few things of your own. You'll need your own multi-purpose liquid glue. I actually do give you a free sheet of dimensionals in your kit. You will also need acrylic blocks to pop your stamps up on as well. Okay, so I just want to show you, this is one example of the cards that you get to make. Okay, that is the first card that we're going to make today, but there's 3 different designs, so and different colorings, lots and lots of different things that we do. Okay, so I'll get started now. So this is the kit that you get, and in this kit there is enough in this kit to make 6 cards. Okay, so you get your envelopes, you get all your cardstock, everything is pre-cut. Everything is ready to go. Ribbons are all pre-cut. Everything is ready to go. All you need to do is stamp the images and assemble with my step-by-step video tutorial as we go along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop half of this here where I'm going to use it, and I'll pop the other half over. Okay. That there. And that. Okay. So hopefully you can all see. Just bear with me one moment. I forgot to get my acrylic blocks. I'll be back in a minute. Hopefully that will give people time to jump on anyway and join in. Okay, everything will be cut to size, what you need. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually assemble this one first. Okay. So as I said, everything is pre-cut. So you have your card base. This one's done in Lemon Lime Twist. This one's actually in Berry Burst. So all I've done is I've changed the order of things around a little bit just to change it up a bit. Okay, so as you can see, all your cardstock nice and embossed, ready to go. Everything's cut to size. Nice little round stitch shaped labels, stitch shaped circles, sorry. Okay, so what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold our base, our Berry Burst base. Now this is actually what you get in the kit. You will get a video that I will email to you of me doing these cards step by step for you, and you can pause it. If I'm going too fast, you can pause it at any time. You can go backwards and rewind and yeah, catch up as you go. So I don't do a PDF showing you how to do things. I show you in the video. So to me, I'm a visual learner and I see things, yeah, this way more than anything else. Okay, so as you can see, we're just going to layer up some layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my embossed Lemon Lime Twist and my basic black, and I'm going to glue those together with my liquid Tombow. So if you're watching this back on YouTube, I will post this one on YouTube, but as I said, the VIP videos will not be posted on YouTube. They will be private videos just sent to you. I will post this one on YouTube just so people can see what the online card classes are all about. Okay, so we just layer that up. The reason why I use liquid Tombow glue is that it gives you time for wiggle room. So it gives you time to be able to line your layers up perfectly so you can see exactly where they need to be. Okay, so I'm going to layer that up onto our Berry Burst as well. So I'll use some liquid Tombow on the back. And as you'll see here when I line it up, now I do have the more dense spots in our embossing down the bottom of our card and the more sparse up the top. Personal choice, whichever way you want to do it. If you want to do it the opposite way, that's fine. Okay, wiggle room here. Get a nice even border all the way around. And it's ready to go in place. Now there you go, that's our top layers done already. So now what we do is we bring in our other pieces and we're going to line those up. So as you can see in this one, I've used the basic black and Lemon Lime Twist. I'm going to use the basic black and the Berry Burst in this one. Okay, so I'm going to line them up and glue them as well. And we will get to our stamping in a little while. This is just some quite easy basic layering that you can do. Okay. So with that one, nice even border all the way around. As I said, Tombow gives you the wiggle room once again. Okay. So now with our pieces that we have left over, we're going to stamp our Painted Harvest flower on our Whisper White piece, and then we're going to actually layer it up onto our Berry Burst using our Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Okay, so if you haven't used stamps before, if this is the first time that you've decided to do an online class with me, and this is a great way, online classes are a great way of building up your craft supplies, building up your stamps, building up ink pads. So it's a great way that you actually get to use what stamp pads you've actually ordered, and you get some ideas of how to make them as we go along. Okay, so now an acrylic block, these are what we call our photopolymer stamps. Now photopolymer stamps they're quite a thin stamp, so they actually have no give in the stamp. We actually do have red rubber stamps as well, which our red rubber stamps actually have a sponge backing, so they actually have like a bit of give. So if you're using photopolymer stamps, I just suggest that you use, sorry about that noise, you use a stamping mat, which we sell with Stampin' Up, and it just gives that cushioning that we need to get a really nice, crisp, clear image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in our Berry Burst ink pad, and we're going to ink up our stamp. Okay, now this is the bigger image out of the two, so excuse me if my head gets into the view. I just need to try and get right in there that I make sure I get on that stitched shaped circle nicely. Now this is a 2-stage stamp set, so you stamp the flower twice with 2 different stamps to get the image that you want. They are a hand painted stamp, so you will not get clear, crisp images. You get more like a, sort of like a watercolor image, painted image. Okay, that is how the stamps are designed, and there's nothing wrong with your stamps. That's actually how they're supposed to stamp. So that's our first image. Now I'm just going to clean my stamp with my Stampin' scrub. If you haven't seen a Stampin' scrub, you use your stamping mist on the wet side, you have a dry side, and it's a great invention for cleaning your stamps. If you wanted to purchase one of those, I can actually tell you the link that you need to be able to order that through my online store. I will post the links to my online store in the description of this video. Okay, so now I'm inking up the smaller image. So we have a larger image here, which is the one that we've stamped first. Then we have a smaller, more detailed image. Now on this stamp set, I found that there's a bit of a curved circle type of thing in the middle there. That's how I've been lining up my images, and it's very hard because I can't actually get my head in here. Okay, so I line them up so that the center looks like it lines up, and it doesn't really matter. But as you can see, beautiful flower image just by using a 2-stage stamp. So these stamps are actually incredible to use because you stamp like a professional, and people think that you've spent hours trying to get that image. And as you can see, 2 stamping sessions there, and that flower is done. So now in the center of our flower, there's a centerpiece. That's where we bring in our basic black ink pad that we have, which is this one here. I'll open that up, and I'll grab a little small block, mount that on. Now honestly, this middle stamping it, you really don't have to be particular in how you stamp it, just as long as you stamp in the middle. Okay, there you go. So that's our flower already. Now while we've got our basic black ink pad out, we will actually get the "I'm thankful for you" saying, and we'll ink that up as well. Okay. That one. A smaller block. I'll just do that one. Okay. So we're going to get our Whisper White piece. Now, what I'm going to do before we stamp that, I'm just going to cut our tag piece at the end. So it's just a case of, there is a triple banner punch that you can do this, but I actually don't have one of those at the moment, and this is how I do tag end. Okay, so there you go, you've got your tag end. Now when we stamp the "I am thankful for you," we really need to stamp as close as we possibly can to the end of this tag part because the round circle's got to go on top. So my idea is I need to try and get as far close as I can to the end, like so, and always allow your ink. Oh, and I'm not happy with that one. We'll turn that over. Sorry, I really need to re-ink my black ink pad. So we'll try again. So there you go. See, there is mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and I've just made one on this live video. That's much better. Okay, so now it's just a case of layering our pieces together now. I'll take this away so you can see better. Layering up our pieces, and our card is just about finished. So I'm going to layer this one as close as I can to the end, using my liquid Tombow again. That's why whenever you stamp, you always stamp your images, never ever assemble and then stamp, for the simple fact that if you make a mistake, you can always turn it over the other way. Okay, so we've got that there. Now, with some dimensionals, we're just going to pop some dimensionals on the back of our flower, which you'll get a pack of dimensionals in your pack. Okay, I'm just going to pop 3 on here. That's plenty. I can see I've got 2 people online. Hello everybody. I can't see comments. I don't know whether my comments aren't working. Please just say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, just so that I can see if my comments are working, which at this stage I can't see any comments. So I'm sorry if you have commented, but Facebook is not being kind to me and giving me, just refresh and see if that makes any difference. Okay. So now I'm going to line this layer up on my card using my Tombow once again. Honestly, personal choice what glue you use, but I do like liquid Tombow because I do have the chance to move it to wherever I want to move it. Well, when you use snail or you use our even our fast fuse, yeah, you've got to be very good at where. Hi Nikki, sorry, I've just at Central Coast, lovely area of New South Wales. I spend a bit of time down around that way with my girls with hockey. So Newcastle, Central Coast, Sydney, yeah. So I'm down that way quite a bit. Thank you for joining me today, Nikki. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this on with our Tombow now, and that's card number 1 finished. There you go. In classes, your online classes, I will show you how to finish off the inside. I haven't finished off the inside of this one, but I will show you how to finish off the inside layer as well. In your VIP if you take the online class with me. So there you go. That's 1 card out of your kit completed. Hi Bronwyn, how are you going? Oh, you're from Lismore. How are you going, Bronwyn? Nice to see you. I'm a Ganella Bar person. I don't know, Bronwyn, whether you know. I actually do go to the car boot markets. I don't know whether you go to the car boot markets very often, but you can find me down at the car boot market. So if you ever wanted to ask any questions about Stampin' Up things or any of my class events that I have, feel free to drop in and see me down there at the car boot markets. We actually have a stall right near the really big trolley return section near the parcel pickup. Not sure whether you've seen me down there or not, but yeah, feel free to call in and check out. I sell my handmade cards and things down there, so it'd be nice to have a chat with you. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, So that's card number 1 complete. So now we'll jump on to card number 2. So you will get to make 2 of these cards in your kit. Okay, card number 2. Now this one's going to be a different colour combination. I'm actually going to do the Daffodil Delight on this card. So we have our crumb cake as our base. So we're going to fold our crumb cake cardstock in half. All my card bases, all my card sizes all fit into a regular normal size envelope. If you keep your embellishments quite low and quite flat, you'll be able to just use standard postage. If you build up your embellishments, you'll probably have to pay a large letter size depending on the thickness of the card. So, okay, so we're going to use crumb cake as our base. We have early espresso as our first layer, so we'll pop that first layer on. Bronwyn, are you a card maker, a crafty person? And Nikki, do you do card making yourself? Okay, so we're just going to layer that up again. And you get that wiggle time to be able to get it to sit where you want it to sit. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our Daffodil Delight. And we're going to use a large image first again. Now with your 2-stage stamps, you always use the larger image first and the more solid image first. And then you move on to the more detailed image second. Okay, Bronwyn, I'm actually doing beginner classes at the moment. I had a beginner class last Wednesday, and I've got another beginner class happening on the 20th of September. It's on a Wednesday afternoon. It's from 12 o'clock until 2:30 in the afternoon, and I teach you basics of how to layer up, how to build a card from scratch. So either that, or I am going to be offering card classes probably on a Saturday or a Sunday now that my sporting commitments are over. Once I get into the grand final of our hockey competition is over, I may get into like a Saturday morning class. I'd be happy for you to jump in and come along and join one of my classes. They're $20 for a 2.5 hour class, and in that class you get to make 2 full complete cards, and we go through it all step by step. I provide everything, so you get a chance of coming and having a play and stamping to see if it's actually what you really want to do. So they're quite popular. I will be doing beginner classes probably twice a month from now on. Okay, so with the Daffodil Delight, I've just stamped our basic solid one 3 times over. Now I'm actually going to take the more detailed stamp. I'm going to ink that up. And once again, we find our curved bit in that stamp, which is that bit there, you can see. So we're going to line that curved bit up as good as I can, which is very hard here on the camera to see. Okay, and as you can see, I haven't lined that up really well, but it still makes a beautiful stamped image. And the beauty of these two, sorry, I just bumped the camera. The beauty of these 2-stage stamps is exactly that. You don't have to be exactly perfect in how you line anything up. Okay. All right, so there you go. We have 3 of our images stamped. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring in our basic black, and we're going to stamp the center of them again. Yes, I'll definitely be doing Wednesday classes in October. Wednesday is my day off. I'm a hairdresser by trade, so I work as a hairdresser Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. So Wednesdays are my days off. So they're the perfect days for me to hold a day class. So yeah, Bronwyn, I'll if you want to befriend me on Facebook, like Donna Gray on Facebook. I don't know whether we're friends already. Let me see if we are. I've sent you a friend request. So if you want to, yeah, send me a friend request back, and I'd be happy to let you know when events are happening. Even if you've liked my business page, you'll find that that you will get anything that I post, any events and things, you'll get a message saying that I've posted it. But if we can be friends on Facebook, it's easy for me to communicate with people that way. I can't invite you to things unless I'm actually a friend on Facebook, which I think is quite crazy. But yeah, I can't actually invite you to an event unless we are actually friends on Facebook. That's the way Facebook rolls, though. Okay, so we've done our center of our flower. I'm just going to clean my stamp. Okay, now with this one, I'm just going to show you how to place a bit of ribbon, because we get a bit of ribbon with this one. Now you get lots of ribbon. You don't actually need all of this ribbon, but I've given you a bit extra. Now the hint to popping ribbon on a card, I actually either use a bit of snail adhesive. I'm actually going to use a glue dot here because I don't have my snail adhesive out at the moment today, but I'll just use a glue dot on the back. Okay, so about where we think we're going to have the ribbon, a glue dot on both sides of our card. And it's just a simple case of looking where we want to put the ribbon, and hopefully our glue dots are going to line up. Like so. I'll pop it a bit higher. Okay, so what I do is I get one glued on, and then I straighten it up, and I glue the other one on. Okay, so there you are. Little tip on how to put ribbon onto a layer. While we've still got our black ink pad out, I'm going to ink up the saying in the stamp set, which is, your kindness means so much more than you will ever know. So beautiful little saying, and it actually fits onto our label that I've punched out for you. So I'll mount that up. Okay. Thank you, Bronwyn. I've just got your friend request. That's great. Yeah, so I'll invite you to any events that I have on. I also have a group that I've started up on Facebook, and it's called Lismore Craft Card Making and Scrapbooking Group. So if you wanted to search that up, yeah, if you wanted to be part of that group, just send me a request to join the group, and that keeps you up to date with a lot of crafting things that I do as well. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up really well. As I said, I do need to re-ink my black ink pad, so I'm terribly sorry if this doesn't work out really well. I should have re-inked it before I started this video today. Okay, just it's now said that you've befriended me, but on my end it said that a friend request had been sent, but it didn't say that we were friends. Okay, so there you go. With our black ink pad, we've now inked up our label. Just be careful with your black ink pad. It takes a little while to dry, more than the other ink pads. The other ink pads dry straight away. The black takes a fair while to dry, so just be careful that you don't get some on your fingers, which my fingers are quite smudgy at the moment and dirty, so because sometimes it can smudge your card. Okay, now in your kit you'll have another little brown label that I've cut. Now this is a way to cheat with labels because you can't layer them up because you can't see it. So what I actually do is I cut the label in half. This is a way of getting more out of your labels. Okay, I cut the label in half, and then what I do is I cut the little rounded end off on both ends, rounded end off on both ends, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer that up, that you just see. I'll take that away again so you can see, that you can just see the edge of our label with a bit of the darker colour. So I'll pop a bit of Tombow glue on there again. So just remember, if you've just joined me, this is the online card making classes that I offer with all our new items in our catalogues. I try to offer a new online class every week. They are a pre-order class. So in the class, what you order is you pay the retail price for the stamp set and for the ink pads that I use in the class, and everything else is free. All the card kit to make 6 cards, the envelopes, dimensionals, all the embellishments, they're all actually free, supplied by myself, so that you can actually get stamping straight away when your stamps arrive in the mail. And yeah, you can actually make 6 cards with your stamp set. So there you go. That's a nice label that we've decided to make. Now with that, we're just going to mount that up. Yeah, just there. So I'm going to use dimensionals again. So I'll turn that over. 4 dimensionals will be plenty for the back. Anyone that's watching today, do you already have the painted harvest set by any chance? As Stamping Up demonstrators, we actually get to pre-order 1 month prior to anything going live. So I've actually had this stamp set for a whole month playing with it. Absolutely gorgeous flowered stamp set. Okay, like so. Okay, so I've just mounted that up and it's given it a bit of dimension. I'm putting the dimensionals on the back. And now I'm just going to bring in my card base that we've already layered up with our early Expresso. We'll pop a little bit of Tombow on the back. I am actually going to cut that bit of ribbon off. I don't need it. Okay, and we're going to layer that up. Once again, Tombow gives us that wiggle time that we can layer it up, and you just get a hint of that early Expresso coming through the back. Okay, so that's card number 2 out of our kit. So as you can see, these cards are coming together quite quickly. It is a little involved if it's the first time that you've actually done any stamping or any card making, but the easy part with getting these online kits is all the thinking has been done for you. So all you really need to do is follow along and join in and craft. And what you'll find is as you go along with card making, you will end up getting your own ideas, jumping onto Pinterest, having a look on Pinterest to see some cards. The beauty of Stamping Up products, you can actually jump online and just type in the stamp set that you have, and all these beautiful images come up of what people have made with the stamp set. So it gives you lots and lots of ideas. Or if you're thinking about buying a stamp set before and you don't know whether you're going to use it or whether you're going to really like it, the main thing is jump online, the stamp set, and have a look at what projects have been made. Some stamp sets I actually get sold on more by looking at the projects that people have made with them, and I think, oh, I wouldn't have thought to do that with that. Oh, I really like that. So that's actually how I make my mind up too, on things that I want to purchase myself. Is if I'm not sure on something, I search and see whether things have been made with it and see if it really sells me on what the stamp set is. Okay, so with this one, what we're going to do is we have Night of Navy as our cardstock, as our base. So once again, I've folded it in half. These cards I've done landscape way. I'm actually going to do a card up this way, portrait way this time, just for a bit of difference so that you can see how differently. Same card base, you just turn it a different way to how it opens up. In basic card classes, I show people how to get the best out of their cardstock, how to get 2 card bases out of 1 sheet of cardstock, etc. That's what you really need to do when you're crafting, is work out the best way to use your cardstock and the most economical way of using your cardstock. So we have the beautiful Sweet Sugar Plum is our next layer, and then we have a Whisper White layer as well. Okay, so I should turn it the way that we're going to make it so that we keep on track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer just the Sweet Sugar Plum up, because I'm going to do a bit of stamping on our Whisper White piece. Okay, so in your card kit, you get to make 2 of each of these cards. Okay, so they will be the same, so you will be doubling up. I know with these first ones that I did, sorry, I'll layer that up before it sticks, get it right. The first ones that I did with the Lemon Lime Twist and the Berry Burst, I'd change them up just so you can see how to do a different card, but you will get just the one way. And this one you'll get 2 lots of the crumb cake and 2 lots of the early espresso, etc. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in our Whisper White piece. Both of our Whisper White pieces we're going to stamp on. I'm going to stamp a sentiment on this Whisper White piece, and I'm going to use our black ink pad once again. So I'm just going to ink that up really well. I'm going to bring in my stamping mat once again, because we're using the photopolymer stamps. So we always like to stamp on a stamping mat. Hopefully I've got that inked up really well. And I'm just going to stamp that down on our pre-cut stitched shaped circle. If you're new to card making, these shapes are all cut out with what we call our Big Shot machine. Our Big Shot machine, which that's stamped beautifully, very good. Our Big Shot machine cuts out lots of shapes. We have metal thinlets and metal framelits that we use, and we can cut out all different types of shapes and sizes with our thinlets. So it takes card making to another level when you're able to cut out images that you stamp. Some people actually like to fussy cut. I'm not a fussy cutter. I would never, I'm sorry to say, I try, but honestly, I love framelits that cut out an image. I'm not into cutting things out myself, I'm afraid to say. Okay, so we're going to do this one up this way. So what I want to do is, I want to look at the card here, and I want to layer that up. Then I want to have a look at where I'm going to pop that. I actually just want some flowers, maybe down in this bottom corner, coming out from underneath our circle, our stitch-shaped circle there. So I'm actually going to probably stamp maybe just 3 flowers around there. Okay, so I just needed to line that up so I could have a bit of an idea of where I'm going to pop it. Okay, so I've got my solid, oh, sorry, I've just used the black ink pad and I should be using the Berry Burst. Sorry, bear with me until I clean my ink pad off. just going to stamp that on a scrap bit of paper too to make sure, because our black ink pads are very oh, where's the scrap bit of paper? Put my black ink pad away so I don't make the mistake again. Okay, so we're going to bring in our berry burst again. And ink that up. Just going to pop it on that. That's all right. Okay, so we're going to ink that up. Now, just going to pop this bit of paper under in case I stamp off, because I don't want to stamp on my stamping mat. Okay, so I'm going to stamp one in the corner here. Another one up here. And another one down in this bottom corner. Okay, so that's our solid image that we've done. Now we're going to bring in the smaller, more detailed image. Ink that up. Now, once again, I need to find that little rounded bit in my image. So bear with me turning this around so I can work out how to line that up. Okay, around about there. That's one. Two. But as you can see, this flower is absolutely beautiful to stamp. Okay, clean my stamp again. So Bronwyn, if you're still with me, do you think you're capable of making cards like this? Because I can promise you, people that leave my classes make cards at this level, no problem whatsoever. Okay, going to bring in my basic black again to do the inside of my flower. Like so. Okay, now it's just a case of building up our card again. So I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of my white stitch-shaped circle. I only need about 3. Okay, and then I'm going to pop some Tombow on the back. Layer that onto that front label of my card. Okay, and Tombow on the back of that, and layer it up. Always make sure you've got your card opening the right way before you pop that last layer on. Once again, Tombow gives us the wiggle room to be able to move it around and line it up properly. Okay, and I also have, I can find my little bow, there it is. also have a little black piece of ribbon that you can tie into a nice little bow. And always with your ribbon, cut your ribbon so it won't fray. So, oh, my scissors are playing up today. Cut your ribbon so it doesn't fray. And I'm just with a little glue dot, or you can use your liquid glue. I'm just going to use a glue dot at the moment. Grab a glue dot, pop it on the back of our little bow, and place the little bow there. Okay, so there you have it, the 3 cards. Now if you wanted to order this Painted Harvest online kit, it's actually on my blog site, at my blog at the moment. And it has registration links and things. If you wanted to jump over to my blog, which it is Stamping with Donna Gray at stampingwithdonnagray.blogspot.com.au. Okay, so I will pop a link in the Facebook Live in the Facebook Live heading, so that you can jump on over there. But it has all the links to register for the online card class. Now, when you order an online card class, you do not get it straight away. I don't have the items with me. Okay, so one of the things as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, we do not do cash and carry. So any orders, we have to place the order, wait for it to get shipped to me. Then I will make up all your kit and post your kit out to you with your stamps, with your ink pads, and everything ready to go. So if you were interested in that, please feel free to jump over to my blog and check out my blog, and you can find out how to register for my online classes. So I'll just flip you around again now. Okay. Okay, Bronwyn, the online kit that you buy, it's $80 Australian. That gives you 3 ink pads. It gives you the card kit to make the 6 cards. It gives you a sheet of your Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. It gives you 6 white envelopes. It gives you a VIP video of me making the cards for you, although you've actually seen this video now, so you can actually just replay this video back. I will post this one on to YouTube, so you can check it out on YouTube all the time anyway. So, but normally you will get a VIP video posted out to you through your email, and you'll just have a link that you'll click onto it, and it'll be a private YouTube video. It's not published publicly on YouTube. But from this kit, you can actually use this video that I've done today to make these 3 cards quite easily. So if you're interested in doing it, feel free just to email me. My email is bejeweled, spelt BEJEWELLED01 @gmail.com. If you wanted to pop me an email, I can send you the links through your email too, if you were interested in purchasing it. But as you can see, I've showed you everything will be cut to size, so you don't actually have to cut to size or anything. You could actually get in and start stamping straight away. So it's a good fun thing to do, good way of building up, as I said, building up your craft stash. And yeah, I also have some other card kits available too. But yeah, if you feel free to message me if you wanted some more details. And if not, go over to my blog site and have a look on my blog, because all my online card kit clubs are available there too. So thank you all for watching today, and please feel free to jump online anytime I'm online doing my videos. And I do apologise for not doing my Wednesday night one, but as I said, children's birthdays, and we went out for dinner and we had a lovely night. We went out to the Rouse Hotel and had $6.50 burgers and chips, and oh my god, it was a huge meal. It was absolutely fantastic. So sorry, family comes first, no matter what, birthdays, etc. So thank you all for watching today, and thank you for joining in, and thanks Bronwyn for all your questions. It's been fantastic. Also too, yeah, happy to answer any questions. If you have questions after this video, please feel free to drop the comments in the comment box, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that anyone has. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye for now, and happy crafting everybody. See you later.